everybody, it's Cooper here, and today we're going to be talking about Champions of Norrath for the PS2. And this is a game that I played when I was probably 13, 14, 15, somewhere around there. And the same friend who introduced me to Animal Crossing kind of helped introduce me to this game, along with another one of my mom's friend's sons. It's kind of complicated. Basically, my mom had two friends who each had sons, and all three of us kind of knew each other. I wouldn't really consider us close friends. We didn't really hang out that often, but I went over for like a sleepover kind of thing at their house, and I was the last one to arrive. When I got there, they were playing Champions of Norrath, and this was the first time that I had seen a hack-and-slash RPG, and I was amazed with it, and I was so excited to play. So they stopped where they were in the game, and we started a 3-player co-op game. And that's one of the great things about both Champions of Norrath, Champions Return to Arms, and both the Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance games, is they are multiplayer co-op, which is great. And I'm a big fan of like local multiplayer. You know, online stuff is great, but games like this where you can sit on the couch with your friend and play through a hack-and-slash RPG is just so much fun. So I think we stayed 2 nights at his house, and we played this for most of the time we were there. I think we actually played Champions Return to Arms as well, and I actually prefer that one over this game. But this is the first one I played, and I don't even have the second one yet in my collection, so I figured I'd talk about this one. So, if you guys haven't heard of the game, or if you haven't played it, basically, like I said, it's a hack-and-slash RPG. You kind of pick and kind of create your character at the beginning. You get to pick from, like, a barbarian, a dark elf, a mage, and stuff like that. And from there you can choose what kind of stats you want to upgrade, and name your character and all that. And then you kind of begin your quest, and it's, you know, there's a story, but there's not much to follow. It's basically go through this area, kill the enemies, fight the boss kind of thing. But there's tons of stuff to pick up, there's tons of things to collect, and you can upgrade all your weapons, your armor, your spells, all your different stats and everything. And the farther you get in the game, the higher level you become, obviously, and the more pathways that you can open up on your branch of all your like magic and stuff like that. So when you first start off, if you're like a barbarian, for example, you don't have any magic until you level up, and then you can add points to this little tree thing that is going down with all these different spells that you can unlock. And so like if you unlock this one here, and there's another one down here, you can't skip ahead. You have to go in order and unlock them like that. And every time you level up, you get another point or 2 you can add, and you can either continue to unlock new ones, or you can upgrade ones you currently have. And upgrading your armor and your weapons. And I think, you know, you can have like your ranged weapon, like a crossbow or whatever you want, and you can have your sword or a mace or a hammer or anything like that. And then each individual piece of armor, there's different ones that can upgrade everything. You know, you can get the boots, the gloves, the chainmail, the leggings, all that kind of stuff. And then you can also, if you find the right items in the game, you can customize any weapon or piece of armor. So the pieces you need to collect to do that are pretty rare in the game. They're a little harder to find. But for example, if you get like a certain item, you can add it to a weapon and it'll give the weapon shock damage, or you can add it to a piece of armor and it will give shock resistance, stuff like that. So there's a lot of fun stuff to do in the game. It has a bunch of replayability because of that, you know, choosing different characters, going on, you know, different paths and everything. It's much more fun if you're going to do co-op, but single player is still pretty fun. When you're in co-op, though, it's a little bit of a competition almost, because you you beat a boss, they're not going to drop 2 of the same sword, they're only going to drop 1, so you press square to pick up stuff, and usually when you kill a boss, everyone's just running around the circle pressing square as fast as they can. And yeah, so it's a lot of fun. If you've played Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, it's really similar, made by the same studio, and they actually made Lord of the Rings War in the North, which is on PS3 and 360, so if you have the chance to pick up any of those games and try them out, definitely do that. They're a lot of fun, really great games. And yeah, so definitely you don't have to start with this one, you can play the second one. You know, like I said, there's not much story to follow, but they're both great games, and you should definitely check them out. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.